Stream Elements, Yeah Old Nerdcast is now live. Streaming Mass Effect Legendary Edition, bulldozing my way through Mass Effect.
Hey everybody. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Nerdcast. It is Devin broadcasting as always live from an undisclosed location in the center of Texas on the 4th of July, Saturday. How's everybody doing out there? Oh man, I am stuffed with barbecue right now. I'm stuffed with barbecue right now, but I'm doing pretty good.
Doing good.
Yo, what's up, Vince? Welcome back to the stream. Glad you're doing well. I hope you're stuffed with barbecue too. Oh man, I had a good day with the family. Brother and his family's in town, so I got to hang out with them. That's always good. Found out that my oldest niece is graduating high school next year, which is insane to me. I remember when she was just a little baby that was afraid of me. A little baby that was terrified of as she called me, Unca Dabbin.
Dat dude Vince, we had chicken, pork, bell pepper, mushroom, zucchini herb vinaigrette noodles.
Nice. That sounds awesome. But yeah, I remember when she was afraid of me as a little baby, calling me Unca Dabbin, and I did everything I could in my power to influence her into becoming a nerd and having nerdy and geeky kind of tendencies. And I think it succeeded. She's actually a really good artist, and she wants to, once she graduates high school, what her dad was telling me is she wants to study art at a university in Oklahoma, which is cool. Like, she's really talented, honestly, and I think that she could do well. I don't know what she wants to do professionally, but that's all right. Who knows what whoever knows who knows what they want to do professionally. Could be any number of things, honestly. By the time she's through with college, our economy will have been thoroughly destroyed, and maybe it'll be back on the rebound by then. It's possible, if we get the right people in charge of things, that we could be on a rebound, on a new path forward that isn't strictly AI focused, or maybe even strictly STEM focused, because that's been going on since the Obama years. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see what's going on. We'll have to see what happens there. But I was thinking about that, and I was like, damn, like 18 years has really passed by that quickly, huh? And yeah, it really has. It really has. Obviously, I haven't been streaming for 18 years. I haven't been really doing anything online for 18 years, honestly. Even my YouTube channel. I think I started that.
As the father of an 18-year-old, tell me about it.
Yeah, I think I started my YouTube channel in 2015. So even that's only 10 years old at this point. So I'd been bouncing around doing random shit for 8 years without having any kind of online, I guess, content creation presence, I guess I should say. So thinking about it from that context, it's like, man, it's kind of crazy to think about, you know, like, I don't know. It's just kind of crazy to think about. It's weird. Time passes weird.
Haunted Taco 12 watched 45 consecutive streams and sparked a watch streak. The very greatest of streaks. In fact, nobody had ever streaked better.
Yo, what's up? What's up, Taco? Welcome back to the stream. How are you doing tonight? Besides streaking.
Dat dude Vince, I almost hit a streak of 69 LOL.
Well, that would have been nice. I need a little side tray on my desk to put my controller. I am stuffed with barbecue, I'll tell you that much. My brother also smoked a pot roast, and man, that shit was delicious too. I never had a smoked pot roast before. Oh, I don't know if you guys can hear, but the fireworks are going off like crazy in my neighborhood. I would say it's a good thing that the buddies aren't here right now, the weenie dogs, but I know they're going off in their neighborhood too, so.
Hasn't worked well since I bought it.
Macedon system in Artemis Tau. I just left Artemis Tau. I'll do that though.
Haunted Taco 12, purposely ignoring the ongoing festivities, but I'm doing well, man. Dad dude Vince, George isn't a fan but his mama is outside barking at the neighbors, or was when we had her out.
Why did it drop me off right here? I chose the wrong one. I wanted to get back on the show. Here it is. Okay, good. Yeah, those weenie dogs also are not fans at all. Not even a little bit. And generally speaking, I don't really think my cats care too much. I don't think cats ever really care about that, but I think Galby is a little bit more disturbed right now than
That dude Vince,
she normally
Paul,
would be.
My cat was meowing a lot.
Paul. The cat's name is Paul.
Coming up in a report later today, Emily Wong investigates corruption on the Citadel and uncovers a full-blown crime syndicate. A research station on Noveria has reportedly been destroyed. The exact cause is currently unknown.
Dat dude Vince, I told her we just need animals named John and Ringo now.
What's the point of that? What's the point of this helmet? It has like an opening at the bottom.
Given
It's
the
a
research conducted
pretty
on
lousy
Noveria,
space
many
helmet.
are blaming the destruction on an experiment gone awry. Administrator Anoleus currently faces criminal charges as a result of the disaster, although the nature of the charges remains unclear.
Dat dude Vince, I'm sure the visor goes down.
You know, I doubt it, but I guess we'll find out when I'm on an alien planet.
Stand by, shore party.
Haunted Taco 12,
Decontamination in
you're not
progress.
dressed poorly, but the way you are dressed kinds reminds me of shady Armenian landlord.
Log.
You just need the
commanding
multiple watches
officer
and
is
receding
aboard.
hairline which you refuse
XO
to shave.
Presley stands relieved.
What? Are you talking to me? Because of the Adidas thing? I mean, I have like a receding hairline that I refuse to. Well, I don't refuse to shave it. I shave it, but I haven't shaved my head in a while. I don't do watches though. I do bracelets, but I don't do watches.
Haunted Taco 12, nah, but it needs to be like, overly grown.
It's very specific.
Message coming
Haunted Taco 12,
Patch it
you
through.
need like 17 watches.
Commander, Miss Al-Jalani's story on you just aired. She shouldn't have ambushed you like that. But you handled it the right way.
She wasn't the most sympathetic audience.
This won't happen again, Commander. We have a press corps so personnel don't have to deal with her kind of BS. Just wanted to let you know what the response was back home.
Haunted Taco 12,
I won't keep you
on
long.
each arm,
Fifth Fleet out.
but never actually know what time it is.
All right, I handled the press well, I guess. 17 watches on each arm.
Haunted Taco 12, yes, and you swear each of them are gold.
Gold is best. That's one of my favorite Conan O'Brien skits. Gold is best.
Message for you, Commander. Just came in over.
God damn, these motherfuckers just keep fucking.
This is Andrew Okahoku. I found out who set that trap for my men. The ones killed by the Thresher Bull. Damn, I hope you get this message. It was a group called Cerberus. An Alliance Black Ops organization. Top secret, highest level security clearance. They vanished a few months ago. Dropped right off the grid. Nobody knew where they went or what they were up to. They've gone completely rogue, Shepard. They're conducting illegal genetic experiments, trying to create some kind of super soldier. I don't have any proof, but I found the coordinates for one of their research worlds. I'm uploading them with this message. They're completely out of control. Somebody needs to stop them. I've done my part. Now it's up to you.
You bitch. Why are you dumping this on me?
Probably the last you'll hear from me. Cerberus is after me now. I need to disappear before they find me.
Jackass. Wait, where am I going? I wish I could view my journal from this screen. The mercenary base. Go to the Macedon system. The Artemis Tau cluster. That's where I am, right?
Dat
Doesn't
dude
really
Vince,
say.
this is the worst month for me. Pokemon Go's anniversary event. Can't put my phone down, lol.
I guess it must have been that first planet. Pokemon Go anniversary event.
Dat dude Vince, 10th anniversary, they have even more things to do. Can't believe it's that old already.
Yeah, oh Jesus, I'm back on this fucking thing. I fucking hate this, driving around in this shit. Isn't this where I was when that worm attacked?
Dat dude Vince, I got a Pikachu wearing a cape as a hat. Stupid cute.
What's this thing on my radar here? What is that?
I'm on my way.
Haunted Taco 12. Hey look, you found the planet where all of those new metal music videos are filmed.
What? New metal music videos? What new metal music videos are filmed on a planet like this?
Dat dude Vince, especially the 2000s ones.
I guess I don't recall that.
Heading to position.
Haunted Taco 12. Lincoln Park was on that very hill right over there. Haunted Taco 12. Creed has been here too. Dat dude Vince, with arms wide open, shot on location.
Lincoln Park, I remember that video.
Haunted Taco 12. He fell off the cliff.
I remember that from, I remember that video of Lincoln Park. I guess I don't remember the Creed one. You think they would have scanned the planet from the upper atmosphere to give me a better sense of where to go to find this, if this is even the right planet, I guess. It's the only planet I can land on in this system, though, so I guess it has to be. Oh, there's some dots over here. Really, guys? What's this thing? Is that another guy down there? All right, boys. I guess this is technically a rescue mission, but don't let that stop you from doing some murders. This gun is kind of for real. Ooh, we got some Turian medium armor. Where'd you go? Good job, guys. The fuck?
Negative contacts, Commander.
Okay. This guy's the Turian, right? Can he not use me? I guess he can only use light armor. I don't think I have any Turian light armor. Oh, I got one more point for him to unlock medium armor. Turby Durden. Turby Durden. Running for governor of South Dakota. Well, there's a door up here. Bitch, you can't decrypt. Oops. What is my decryption at? I guess it is pretty low. I gotta amp up my decryption a bit. Still too low. You jerks. Yo, what the fuck? Oh, I accidentally did that, huh? Oops, my bad, guys. My bad. Well, that sucks. She's dead. Damn it. Here we go. Alright, I guess I'm going back to the Citadel. I wonder if I have any other quest in this star system. Damn it, I didn't want to do that. Voyager cluster. Alright, nothing else in this cluster, I guess. Voyager cluster.
May Allah awaken the people and help them to see the evil doings of Israel and the United States.
I don't know what prompted that, but I always like hearing it. Did you see about what was going on in DC at that Trump speech where they tried to evacuate people because of a weather warning and they wouldn't listen? What am I supposed to do with this? Oh shit, what the fuck? Sweet.
Haunted Taco 12, when he said that he wanted to have a threesome with his sons.
No, that's... You know, you would think that that would be the thing that people would be talking about, but no, there was something else that happened just a couple of hours ago. That's crazy enough as it is, though. I'm not sure what the fuck was going on in his dementia-addled brain that made him think saying something like that was not anything. Oh shit.
Haunted Taco 12, there are a lot of hours in the day with that man still walking the earth. It's prime real estate for anything to happen.
That's true. Yo, what? Clean up on aisle everywhere. You've eliminated the threat at this facility. Continue to one of the other nearby labs. Oh, so there's more than one here, huh?
Looks like Cerberus has other bases on this world, Shepard.
Dat dude Vince, I remember an episode of Bill Nye's show in the 90s when he said clean up on aisle tree.
Clean up on aisle tree. It's a very strange thing to remember.
Dat dude Vince, it was a forest episode.
Oh, it was a pun. All right, I guess we got to cruise on to the next one then, wherever that might be.
Haunted Taco 12, we need Bill Nye and Bill Nye to fight for the right to the name.
I don't even know who that other guy is.
Dat dude Vince, you probably do, well-known British actor. Haunted Taco 12, you probably do. Haunted Taco 12. Yeah.
I wouldn't bet on it. What's he been in?
Dat dude Vince, too much to name honestly. Dat dude Vince, Underworld.
Never seen it. Holy shit.
Dat dude Vince, Love Actually.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Haunted Taco 12, Shaun of the Dead.
I never watched that fully. I've only seen like clips and pieces of it, but I never sat down and like watched that movie from start to finish. Same thing with that other one. I think the only one, Hot Fuzz. I think the only one of those movies, that trilogy of movies that I've seen, start to finish, was The World's End or something like that.
Haunted Taco 12, Pirates of the Caribbean, at World's End.
Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End. Haven't seen that one. I've only seen, I think, just the first Pirates of the Caribbean.
Haunted Taco 12, Valkyrie.
Oh, that's that Tom Cruise movie about, like, the plot to kill Hitler? I'm aware of that movie, but I've never seen it.
That dude Vince, he was Davy Jones.
Was he in the first Pirates of the Caribbean movie? Because I think I've seen that one. I think I have. I mean, I don't have any real memory of it, but I know that I sat down and watched that at some point during the pandemic.
That dude Vince, he was in Dead Man's Chest. Not sure about the first.
Yeah, I've only seen the first one. What the fuck? Whoa.
Haunted Taco 12, Rango. Dat dude Vince, he played Slartibartfest in Hitchhiker's Guide, the 2005 movie.
I haven't seen Rango. I think I saw Hitchhiker's Guide, but man, that was so long ago. I mean, 2005. I think Hitchhiker's Guide was a movie that
Dat dude Vince, Hitchhiker's Guide was so good.
I think the game company I was working at the time, I think we may have gone to watch that as like a work thing. But I mean, that was what, 21 years ago at this point? Like, I have no memory of that movie at all.
Probably see him like, yeah, him.
I mean, you've been naming movies that I haven't seen him in, or don't remember him, I guess. Send me a link to his thing. Send me a link to his, like, Wikipedia or something.
Dat dude Vince, link. Dat dude Vince, meant to link main one.
Oh,
Dat
let's
dude
see.
Vince, link.
The Pink Panther, Little Drummer, True Blue. No, I didn't see that one. Right now, still crazy. A little dry. All is hard. Lucky break, aka the Guild of Actually, Kevin Castle, Underworld, Shaun of the Dead, Enduring Love, Magic Grandpa, Hitchhiker's Guide, Constant Gardener, Pirates Created in, Underworld, Stormbreaker, Flushed Away, Notes on a Scandal, Hot Fuzz, Pirates Caribbean, World's End, Valkyrie at Fox's Tale, Underworld, The Boat That Rocked, G-Force, Astro Boy, Glorious,
Haunted Taco 12. Point is, these guys need to fight.
Arthur Christmas, the fuck? Just exactly. So he was a voice. Okay, he was a voice in The World's End. That's like the one movie that I watched from that trilogy, but he wasn't even on it. It was just his voice. This guy is purposely ducking me. He's purposely avoiding me, like, seeing his face. About Time. Oh, I thought that was that Justin Timberlake sci-fi movie. No, I watched that one. I think that was called In Time. I have not watched About Time. All right, Frankenstein.
Dat dude Vince,
Turks
that's
and
in time.
Caicos. Second exotic. Oh, Dad's Army, Norm of the North. Their finest. Bookshop. Strangers. Oh, he was in Detective Pikachu, but he was voices. He was just voices in Detective Pikachu too. So did see him in that one. Did see his face at least in that one. Please chance, living, roleplay, people game, first omen, 10 lives, Disney, all enjoy. Thank you very much. Let's see. Okay, well, let's look at TV shows. Let's. Canterbury Tells. What the fuck? Off Wiedershin Pet. Jade. There's a voice in Castlevania. That's funny. Man who fell to Earth. He was in some episodes of Lazarus. Oh wait, what? Lazarus? Oh, this is a different Lazarus. I didn't watch that. Okay, I get the full breadth of this
Dat
guy's
dude
work.
Vince, I'm usually not into rom-coms, but I really enjoyed Love Actually.
And this guy has been in a lot, but I'm
Taco
looking
12,
at his picture right
this
now.
This guy is purposely avoiding you.
I'm looking at his picture. Don't recognize him at all. I think he's just been ducking me. For whatever reason, I think he's just been ducking me somehow throughout his very large breadth of work. I just haven't seen any of it somehow. And I watch rom-coms too. I've watched a lot of rom-coms. For whatever reason, I guess I never watched, what was it, About Time and Love Actually? I guess I must have ducked those ones for some reason. Oh, they've got these guys here. What? No. Wait, what happened there? I'm putting that on the floor.
That dude Vince, Love Actually has Hugh Grant. Maybe you avoided cause of him. Arachnid Soul.
No, I don't mind Hugh Grant. Oh, they got me before I got them.
Arachnid Soul, I like Hugh Grant. The best thing I've seen him in was Elizabeth Hurley.
Oh, you fucking asshole. What the fuck is this shit? Are you kidding me? They didn't have they didn't have the fucking, well, how far back am I? They didn't have a auto save whenever I enter those facilities? What is this bullshit?
Dat dude Vince, Komodo hype.
Yo, what's up, Arachnid? Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? I haven't even, what, they put me at the very beginning of getting to this fucking planet? Oh my god.
Genetic_memory_farms. Good evening, good peeps. I hope you are all safe and stoned. Soul, Vince, Devin, how y'all doing?
Yo, what's up?
Taco 12, Gug Grant.
What's up, Genetic Memory Farms? Welcome back to the stream. I'm doing good. How are you doing? I gotta go in here and do
Arachnid
this
soul.
bullshit.
That car can jump.
Oh, I know.
Genetic_memory_farms, can't complain. Fireworks stopped finally fucked off, playing Arc Raiders. How you liking Mass Effect?
I like it. How do I command this other guy to be like right here? So that commands. Oh wait, hold on. No, you go back here. You go back here. Oh, you had it right the first time.
Arachnid
Oh,
soul.
you're busted now.
Fireworks have been going here for 2 hours. As soon as they stop and the kids in the neighborhood go in, I'm going out to smoke some weed.
What the fuck? What's going on? Why all of a sudden are you not
Arachnid
here?
soul. This country was built on hemp and it's 4th of July. I'm very patriotic in that way. Dat dude Vins, nice. Dat dude Vins, smoke M if you got M.
Okay, so that... How do I issue commands to this fucking guy? Q?
Genetic_memory_farms, you can smoke outside right now, no problem, it reeks of gunpowder and smoke bombs. Arachnid soul, yeah I could, but I figure it'll just wait. I can always relax more smoking outside when there are no kids out there. Arachnid soul, meanwhile there are adults out there drinking and watching the kids right now.
Just wait. Damn it.
Looks like Cerberus has other bases on this world, Shepard.
There are a lot of kids out in your neighborhood right now. That's kind of weird control-wise. Damn it. Oh, now I gotta figure out where this...
12. I live in the middle of nowhere, so there were no fireworks, but I don't smoke. Arachnid soul, it's still only 9:20 here. The sun went down just over an hour ago.
No, fair enough.
Dat dude Vince, it's 11:30 here. Haunted Taco 12, it's actual 10:22 p.m.
This is pretty tough.
Arachnid Soul, difficult puzzle Netchum. Dat dude Vince, time zones be timing. Haunted Taco 12, I don't want to hear about no time zones, that's propaganda.
Well, that is kind of true.
Arachnid Soul, I question the validity of the sun and moon existing all together.
I mean, I don't question the validity of the sun and moon.
You have to openly and confidently deny proven things. Arachnid Soul, facts.
Every time I'm driving around in this vehicle, I just have the Toby Durden song in my head.
Dat dude Vince, like the earth being flat. Haunted Taco 12, Earth ain't flat, brother, it's cylindrical. Arachnid Soul, that's why I don't read books when I'm walking outside anymore. Dat dude Vince, like the probe from Star Trek 4. Haunted Taco 12, we're on the top part of the cylinder, brother. Haunted Taco 12, the flat part.
I'm on my way.
Okay, I'll at least save. Oh yeah, let's get you some extra protection, buddy. How do I quick slot these? Oops.
Arachnid Soul, I don't think I ever used the quick slots on this game. Arachnid Soul, so I have no clue. Haunted Taco 12, there's a way through the center in Antarctica, but you see, the CIA doesn't want us to go there. They're keeping us away from it because there's a crashed alien ship that harbored an escaped imprisoned alien parasite which can assume the form of other species, and it can learn to copy their mannerisms. I remember it well, when I saw ghosts, commie ghosts, what don't know they're dead. They want to fly up and paint the moon pink and put a big Lenin face on it. Arachnid Soul, the pink plot.
Damn it.
Haunted Taco 12, mostly, yeah. Dat dude Biz, where's Keith David when you need him?
Damn it, not right there, you idiot.
Haunted Taco 12, but it wasn't a movie, brother, that was real. Dat dude Biz, oh yeah, in this game and that movie.
See two other dots down there. How do I tell these guys to be on me? Oh shit. See?
To me.
Arachnid Soul, in combat you just have to look at an enemy and then you can bring up the squad talents thing to pause the combat and then you can just click on their attack to do one of their specials. Just if you had not figured that out yet.
Let's head to that next base, Shepard. This is my kind of mission.
Okay. Damn it. I keep hitting E. Bethesda games have trained me to interact with the E button. Oh, something's over here. Is there more minerals for me to discover? Come on. The hell? That didn't. Why is it? The fuck? Jeez, that was annoying.
Haunted Taco 12, making up a good bowl of popcorn.
Nice.
Arachnid Soul, nice.
What brand? I continue to think that Jiffy Pop is a little underrated. It's very old school, but it's way better than that microwave Rettenbacher bullshit.
Arachnid Soul, I just get the raw kernels, put them in a brown paper bag. Cloth the bag, and put it in the microwave to make popcorn. Arachnid Soul, much cheaper to make too. Haunted Taco 12, a local brand. I just put the kernels into the pop and let the popcorn maker do its job. Arachnid Soul, that works too. Arachnid Soul, how my GF does it. Haunted Taco 12, we have a big popcorn maker in our theater.
I owe you good, Commander.
What?
Arachnid Soul, I don't even know how to use that popcorn maker. Have never used it? I won't use it because I might screw up and open some portal or something.
I guess Cerberus found him after all.
Sucks for that guy. Damn it.
Haunted Taco 12, that's how you get to the back rooms.
You get to the back rooms via a popcorn maker? I guess maybe a movie theater back rooms.
Haunted Taco 12, at least Arachnid does.
My friend is going to see the extended version of the Backrooms on Monday. I guess they released an extended version of it. There's all sorts of loot in this place.
Dat dude Vince, Backrooms was weird.
We realize the reason why she likes it so much is because she's a huge, and I am too, but she's a huge David Lynch fan. And that movie very much is like Lynchian in its kind of tone. It had a very David Lynch kind of quality to it. Like a creepy Twin Peaks sort of quality
Arachnid
to it.
Soul, I love David Lynch too.
So that's been like her obsession at the moment.
Dat dude Vince, it made over 10 times its budget, 300 million on a 20 million budget.
That's why they released the extended version.
Arachnid Soul, I like that someone made content for me to watch while I do my acid trips.
Don't know if you'd want to watch that on a trip.
Arachnid Soul, I mean Twin Peaks.
I like Twin Peaks. I kind of like I like the Backrooms movie too, but not as much as she did.
The pirate guy freaked me out, but the scariest part for me was the heights.
Oh, when she was going up the stairs and shit?
Dat dude Vince, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of stuff like that either. Did you watch that movie on Netflix called Fall? It's either called Fall or The Fall, but I think it's called Fall. Look at all the baldies around here. Man, we're united. We're united in our really bad hairlines.
Arachnid Soul, I watch 31 horror movies every October. I compile the list of movies slowly as the year goes on. Or add movies from the previous year's list that I didn't get to. I have 12 on my list so far. Might add Backrooms.
You should.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Arachnid Soul. Okay, I added it.
He recently attempted to land an interview with Commander Shepard, the first human Spectre. Commander Shepard answered difficult questions, demonstrating that under that military uniform is a keen diplomatic mind. We'll have exclusive footage later today.
is it? Am I really not? So let's do a quick exercise for you here, Arachnid.
Arachnid Soul, okay. Haunted Taco 12, I hope it's planking.
Have you seen Obsession? Out of this list, I've seen Send Help.
Arachnid Soul, Obsession is on the list.
I've seen Send Help and I've seen Hokum. I didn't watch the Bone Temple
Arachnid
because
Soul, I don't watch any horror during the year.
Okay.
Arachnid Soul, I saw Send Help.
I didn't like the first
Arachnid Soul
remake,
Bone
or I
Temple
guess
is
the
on
first
list too.
one of the revitalization of this series. So I skipped the Bone Temple, but I did watch Hokum and Send Help. Obsession's on my list too. I liked Send Help. I liked Hokum more. I think I would reverse these. I would put Send Help down here and Hokum up here. Haven't seen Leviticus. Obsession's on my list. I know, Vince, you added it to the Plex. I'm probably going to watch it tomorrow.
Arachnid
Backrooms?
Soul, Send Help was okay. Ran long though.
A little bit, but I still liked it. I will say, Primate, I had
That dude Vince, I added Obsession, not sure about Leviticus.
I had an unexpected amount of fun with this dumb movie. And I knew as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, this movie's going to be dumb. And it was, but in a fun way. It's a fun, dumb movie. So I would recommend putting this on your list too.
Arachnid Soul, Red or Not 2 I can't watch. I'm sick of watching that chick play the same character in every movie. Arachnid Soul, nothing against her. I like her, but I can't do it anymore.
I've never watched the first one or this one. I haven't watched either of these Ready or Not movies, so I can't really speak on that. I've never even heard of this one, Forbidden Fruits or Undertone. I haven't heard of either of these ones, so I need to add these to my list. But I did like these top two, and I probably won't watch this either. Faces of Death, not interested. I did watch this. I think this is on
That
HBO
dude
Max
Vince,
right now.
Samara Weaving is great.
Like, I think this is on
Arachnid Soul, Primate is on my list.
Okay, good.
Arachnid Soul, I love Old Faces of Death.
I didn't even bother trying to get into those because it just wasn't my thing. But I did watch this on HBO Max. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It's schlocky. There's a lot of Sam Raimi. I don't know if Sam Raimi had anything to do with this movie, but there's a lot of Sam Raimi influences with
Arachnid
it.
Soul, they shall remake Faces of Death though. They should let it alone.
I did watch Iron Lung also. I was unaware of the game that it was based off of, but the movie itself is actually
That
pretty
dude Vince,
good.
I don't think it was a true remake, more like reacting to the old movie or something.
Wasn't the OG Faces of Death just like, it was basically just live leaks on VHS, right? It was just
Arachnid
like,
Soul, okay.
it was just like camcorder videos of people being killed in real life and shit, right? Which is why I had no interest in it. I was like, I don't want to watch that. That was live leak.
Taco 12, that's Markiplier's movie, right?
Iron
Arachnid
Lung,
Soul,
yes.
It was a mix of a million things.
Yeah, I just didn't have an interest in it back then, and
That
I
dude Vince,
don't.
Yeah.
I don't have an interest in it right now. But yeah, this is the Markiplier movie. Very well done. If like the one main criticism I have is that
Arachnid Soul,
it could have been
I
shorter.
didn't know what TI was. It was banned or something, and my friend managed to get a VHS tape of it back in like 1999. Haunted Taco 12.
Yeah, because it's
I
like
see.
it's
Arachnid
banned.
Soul, and it did traumatize me.
It was basically banned because it was essentially a snuff film. So that's one of the many
Arachnid
reasons
Soul,
I didn't want to watch
but
it.
I watched it again 2 years ago as an adult, and it didn't mess with me the same way.
Because you've had the modern internet. You've seen what the modern internet
Yeah,
has to
dude,
offer
Vince,
you.
I think they proved most of it wasn't authentic.
Well, regardless, the modern internet has desensitized you to anything that could have been on a VHS, authentic or not, circa 1999. We've all watched actual Faces of Death pop up on a random TikTok or Twitter feed or whatever. So
Arachnid Soul, some of it was though, and even made up stuff can still mess with you.
oh, for sure. That's the whole point of horror movies to begin with. So I think you should put Iron Lung on your list if you haven't. But definitely make some time for it because it's a little longer than it should be. I haven't seen The Bride. Again, I tried
Arachnid
watching
Soul,
Passenger, but
certainly more authentic than most horror or slasher movies that have EVR come out. Arachnid Soul, okay. Iron Lung.
the version of Passenger that you have on your Plex, Vince, is not the right version. So I still have not seen this one. But we're getting down into like the movies that the critics don't hold in high regard. So whatever this Mummy movie is, I haven't seen it. Not interested. Scream 7, I'm just not a fan of the Scream movies at all, aside from like the first two. So probably not going to see it. The Strangers, I watched Voice Critical really trash this movie.
Arachnid Soul.
And I don't have an
The
interest.
vast majority of horror movies I watch are not from that year or even decade.
Yeah, I don't have an interest in this one, so whatever. Same thing with this. And I saw this on my Shudder like a couple weeks ago, and it looked pretty bad, and it seems like most people agree. So make what you will on this last page.
That dude Vince, Charlie seems easy to please, so if he says it's bad, it's probably bad.
Yeah, he
Haunted
really
Taco
shit
12,
on it.
The first Strangers was fine. Arachnid Soul, okay, thanks. I added some of the movies.
Okay. Out of this entire list, I think of what I've seen, my favorite is probably Hokum.
Haunted Taco 12, the second. Terrible.
That's what I hear. So, anyways,
Arachnid Soul, Send Help was okay. It was all over the place though and ran long. Some of
I
it was
liked it.
really good,
I liked
but
it
something felt off with it.
though. I didn't have a problem with it. I didn't have a problem with it. I liked the movie.
How can you fight your own people, Rex? There aren't that many of you left.
Anyone who fights us is either stupid or on Saren's payroll. Killing the latter is business.
Arachnid Soul, it was different genres of movie at different times, like that movie where the people shunt down to use less resources to save the planet.
What? Different genres of movies at different times, like that movie where the people shrunk down
Arachnid Soul,
to use less
I still
resources?
don't know which genre that was.
I have no idea what movie you're talking about. People shrunk down to use less resources?
Arachnid Soul, Downsizing was the name of it.
Oh, I never saw that. I never saw that. I remember when it came out, though. I don't think it got great reviews. Oh, damn it. She's in here. You know what's funny is whenever I'm on this Citadel...
Arachnid Soul, some technology comes along and regular people can opt into shrinking down, so they use less of everything. And they are also rich then, since for example a doll hour costs a lot less than a real full-size house. Dat dude bins, so I checked, the one I got was The Passenger with Jimon Hansu.
Yeah, I know, I watched
Soul,
that.
Great plot, poorly executed.
I watched that like a couple weeks ago because we were like, oh, Passengers, you wanted to watch that, right? We turned it on, and then like maybe 15 minutes, 20 minutes into the movie, we were like, I think this is something a little different. But we did watch that movie, the Jimon Hanshu movie, and it's good. It's an interesting movie. It's Jimon Hanshu and like the dude that played Nightcrawler in X-Men Apocalypse, Cody something or other. And it was a pretty decent movie.
Vince, Cody something.
Yeah, well, that's what I said. Cody something or other. Like, it was a good movie, or I don't know about good. It wasn't bad. It was decent. I enjoyed watching it for a surprise movie.
You talked at the nearest airlock if she did.
Yes, Shepard? Did you find my sister?
She lied to me?
Dahlia's dead. I killed her myself. If you don't want to end up like her, start talking.
Is that what happened?
No need to raise your voice, Commander. Surely you can understand why I lied to you. If people found out my sister was a
Arachnid
criminal,
Soul,
I'd be
so far
concerned
this
with
year I've
security
watched
risk.
53
Revoke
movies.
my clearance, or place
I'll
me on
watch the
administrative
54th
leave
tonight
until
after
she's
I have the weed.
apprehended. That is why I misled you.
Dat dude
I could
bins,
not risk you
apparently
exposing me.
Passenger is still only
Now that
cams
Dahlia
floating
is out of the
around.
picture, it's no longer a problem.
Arachnid Soul, I like Passengers.
Next time, do your own dirty work.
I am sorry
Next
I wasn't
time.
honest with you. We have trust issues in my family.
Obviously.
I shall transfer a little something into your account as a token of my appreciation. I'm sure you'll find the amount satisfactory.
Dat dude bins, Disney needs to hurry up and put Mondo on digital. I actually enjoyed it for the most part.
I can find credits anywhere.
True, but I'm the only one who can authorize you to purchase prototype Asari mods. I will get you added to our manufacturer's preferred client list. I think you'd be very interested in what they have available. Goodbye, Shepard. It has been a pleasure doing business with you.
Shepard, you're such a bitch. Should have had her arrested. So far, I've watched 53 movies. Over this year, I've watched 50... What? What was that? I'll watch the 54th tonight after I have some weed. After I have the weed. Anyways, what I was going to say is, like, for whatever reason, when I'm walking around on the Citadel here, I guess maybe
Arachnid
visually,
Soul,
it reminds
I heard
me
mixed
of,
things
like...
about the movie Challengers. I watched it though and really like it. I thought for a modern movie it's really good.
Like, visually, it reminds me of, I can't even remember the name of it, but the main city in Starfield.
Haunted Taco 12, New Atlantis.
Nephron in the Columbia system. Yeah, New Atlantis. Just kind of a dumb name for a
Arachnid
city,
Soul,
but whatever.
Starfield should have copied a lot more from the Mass Effect games.
Was Starfield really all that bad?
Celebrations are being planned for the anniversary of the end of the Rachni Wars. Many Council worlds, particularly Asari and Solarian colonies, will hold victory parades to commemorate the defeat of the invading Rachni.
Dat dude Vince, the internet says
Several
so.
Asari colonies have invited Krogans to be honored for the victories the uplifted Krogans made possible.
I don't
Haunted Taco
know.
12, no, it wasn't. Arachnid Soul, Starfield is very much modern Bethesda.
Bethesda. I don't think it was bad.
In a further development in the Eden Prime investigation, the Council has reportedly revoked the Spectre status of one of its operatives. While the unnamed operative has not yet been apprehended, a Council spokesman
Haunted Taco
confirmed that
12.
corrective actions
Don't
have
get
been
me
taken.
wrong. It wasn't fantastic, but it wasn't bad.
Yeah, it had its moments. I guess for a game that came out in what, 2023? Was Starfield
Arachnid
2023?
Soul, the bar is set higher for a
Stand
Bethesda
by,
RPG.
Shore Authority.
Had some small
Decontamination
indie team
in
made that
progress.
okay. But for Bethesda, not their best work. Dat dude bids,
Logged.
they
The
just
commanding
overpromised
officer
on what
is
to
aboard.
expect.
Exo Presley
I think that
stands
maybe
relieved.
like for a game that came out in 2023, I think that there were just some parts of it that felt dated. Like, I don't know. There were just maybe a few things that felt a little dated, but when I really
Haunted
think
Taco
about
12. Not every sci-fi game needs to be a big galaxy with a bunch of aliens and stuff.
like a lot of people were complaining about the loading screens, and I get that.
Arachnid Soul, some aliens would be nice though.
Like, I get the complaints about the loading screen thing. Like, it's not like this is any better on that front, but, you know, this game came out in 2007 or so, so what's
Haunted
the
Taco 12,
expectation?
But every sci-fi media has aliens. Arachnid Soul, I don't mind loading screens in games. Haunted Taco 12, Starfield does have aliens, we just don't see them. Arachnid Soul, I never really get people complaining about games loading.
I don't really care about
That
the
dude
alien
is.
thing. In
Too
fact,
many breaks the immersion, especially in space exploration.
I'm actually going to go a step further. It's actually kind of an anomaly that I enjoy Mass Effect with all of its alien species, because usually in sci-fi, when there's a bunch of different aliens and shit, I usually don't like that. It has like, I don't know if you guys remember the Colbert Report, Stephen Colbert's Comedy Central show before he got the CBS talk show, but he had a running gag on his
Arachnid Soul,
show.
That's how I
where,
feel about Mass Effect 2.
Like,
The reason I didn't play it for a while.
he has a running gag, or he had a running gag on his show, on his Comedy Central show, where he was trying to sell his sci-fi book, which was called Stephen Colbert presents Alpha Squad 7: Lady Nocturne, a Tech Jansen adventure. And like, the name is ridiculous. It's obviously just sci-fi sort of jargony type nonsense. And every time that he like read a supposed excerpt from it, or was like pitching a cartoon or whatever, it would always be like this Flash Gordon type, there's a million different aliens, or they're name dropping. It's like I mentioned Chronicles of Riddick when I was playing one of those Next Fest games. It's like Chronicles of Riddick. When I watched that, they kept name dropping all these weird esoteric alien names and events, alien events that took place on alien planets whose names I'd never heard of and don't know the context of. Like sci-fi like that, where you're 2 minutes into it, it's like, oh, the Nabrexis Wars, when the Zaldar fought the Kuvaklin and blah, 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 blah. And it's like all these different fucking weird alien species that you can't separate from one another. I don't like that shit. Like, I actually really despise that, which is why I liked the Stephen Colbert bit, because it kind of made fun of that type of sci-fi, like lore burden, like overly lore burden to sci-fi. And I think that's the reason why I never played Mass Effect. I think I always looked at Mass Effect as being that type of sci-fi, where it's just, oh, it's just a weird Flash Gordon, like Roger Corman type hodgepodge of just a bunch of random alien shit. And I'm not gonna understand names or places or events that took place on these places. It's just gonna be a bunch of lore that only like the super nerds are going to really get into. So I think that's why I've never played Mass Effect. And I think that's why, like, the whole no aliens in Starfield thing, I feel like that was a deliberate choice by the developers to avoid that sort of thing. Like, it's almost like it's trying to be quote-unquote adult sci-fi. Like, we're the grown-up sci-fi. We're not going to have dudes with tentacles popping out of their heads, you know, squib-scorbling at you to make you feel like you're in some kind of a fantastical setting. No, this is the grown-up sci-fi where we acknowledge that there could be aliens out there. There probably are, but you don't get to see them. And the sci-fi aspects are more sci than they are fi, right? Or more science fiction than they are fantasy. I guess that's also a delineating line between whether some of these sci-fi properties are actually sci-fi or if they're closer to fantasy. Like Chronicles of Riddick, I would say, is closer to fantasy. Whereas, you know, and honestly, the setting is sci-fi. So far, Mass Effect is probably a little closer to fantasy than sci-fi in my estimation. But I don't know, maybe I'm just not interacting with the sci-fi elements all that much. I'm discovering minerals, like I'm surveying planets for minerals. I guess there's a sci-fi element to it. But ultimately, I land on a planet and blow some motherfuckers away with a machine gun or a sniper rifle, so there is that. And I guess that's Starfield 2 to a degree. That's how I feel about Mass Effect 2, the reason I didn't play it for a while. I try to explain that this game is the exception to that rule, the same way the Walking Dead Telltale games are not your average zombie game. It's refreshing. It's refreshing. Starfield has almost none, but it takes place in such a tiny, tiny piece of the Milky Way, barely a pixel in our galaxy, so there probably wouldn't be anything other than alien animals. I think too many sci-fi IPs depend too much on its crazy amount of aliens. That's how I felt when I tried to watch Dune for the first time about 3 years ago. I couldn't make it through. I tried though. Yeah, Dune is a little different. I think Dune is a little different. Like, it's hard to. It's sci-fi, but it's so weird. Dune is almost like biblical in how it handles its lore. Like, it's definitely messianic. I mean, Frank Herbert himself would describe it as being like a messianic parable. So it doesn't quite have the same, it doesn't fall into like the same trappings as a lot of other sci-fi stuff does. But at the same time, it is lore heavy. It is lore intense. And you kind of have to be on board with the lore in order to understand what's happening in the main story. So I can understand how Dune would be a complete turnoff to a lot of people in that respect. But I think Denis Villeneuve's Villeneuve, I forget how you pronounce it, but I think that his Dune was awesome. Oh, you tried to watch the OG first movie of Dune? Oh, the David Lynch one? I like the David Lynch one too, but I realize that I'm an outlier in that. It's definitely an acquired taste sort of viewing. I think Mass Effect does it better because it isn't shoved down your throat. Grounded like The Expanse. I haven't watched The Expanse. Star Wars is fantasy, Trek is sci-fi. That's usually the delineating line there between those different sects of sci-fi, or different sects of spacefaring adventure, I guess I should say. There's not too many spacefaring adventures that are raw sci-fi. Although I've never watched Foundation. I think that's an Apple TV show. I should watch Foundation sometime. I'm glad you finally got to try Mass Effect. I'm so happy about that. I've been trying for maybe 10 years. Not sure when I found you. I haven't been streaming for 10 years, but I take your point. See, in Starfield, there are definitely alien people. It's pretty much confirmed, but we do not see them. They're all likely dead or very far away. I like that a lot. It's refreshing not to be like, oh, you have the Borbigons and the Pupathanions and the Lordians. No, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Like, I still don't know most of the species in this game. Like, I don't know what this other fucking guy is. No, turn that on. What happened? I don't have any of my squad mates with... Oh, I'm on the ship. That's why I'm on the ship. Oh, but I got 4 points. There we go. That other alien, though, Rex, I have no idea what species he is, but I need to know because I want to upgrade his armor. So in order to upgrade his armor, I need to know what type of fucking thing he is. And it's like, really? Fine, I guess I'll figure out what he is and then find his armor. Don't know why it just can't be armor, but I get it. He has a different body type, so you can't just put human armor on whatever he is. I was depressed and lonely when I started playing Mass Effect the first time, and I was blown away by how good the game was, how different it was, and how connected I felt to the characters. Hell yeah. I mean, that's the whole reason why a lot of people get into RPGs. Like, RPGs were definitely very helpful for me when I was going through my own shit way back in the day. By the way, it's a very nice Adidas jacket. Thank you. I got this today. Got this today on sale at a thrift store. Or not a thrift store, but at an outlet store. The Codex in Mass Effect will help you too if you check out some of the entries. Yeah. Codex in video games, man. It's a lot of reading. He's a Krogan. Okay. Krogan. Oh, look at all this shit.
Arachnid Soul. Mass Effect was also the first RPG I made.
Oh, this is voice acted.
And made the choices I did actually make. It never even occurred to me.
Council to maintain peace throughout the galaxy. Since then, the Asari have served as the mediators and centrists of the Council.
Centrists?
The Asari reproduce through a form of parthenogenesis. They can attune their nervous system to that of another individual of any gender and of any species to reproduce. This capability has led to the unseemly and inaccurate rumors about Asari promiscuity. Asari can live for over 1,000 years, passing through 3 stages of life. In the maiden stage, they wander restlessly, seeking new knowledge and experience. When the matron stage begins, they meld with interesting partners to produce their offspring. This ends when they reach the matriarch stage, where they assume the roles of leaders and counselors.
Okay.
The second species to join the Citadel, the Solarians, are warm-blooded amphibians with a hyperactive metabolism. Solarians think fast, talk fast, and move fast. To Solarians, other species seem sluggish and dull-witted. Unfortunately, their metabolic speed leaves them with a relatively short lifespan. Solarians over the age of 40 are a rarity. The Solarians were responsible for advancing the development of the primitive Krogan species to use as soldiers during the Rachni Wars. They were also behind the creation of the genophage bioweapon the Turians used to quell the Krogan rebellions several centuries later. Solarians are known for their observational capability
It's a lot of lore.
Thinking. This manifests as an aptitude for research and espionage. They are constantly experimenting and inventing, and it is generally accepted that they always know more than they are letting on.
It's a lot of lore. The genophage bioweapons from the Rockney Wars, but then they used it for the Krogan rebellions. Okay, calm down, guy.
Roughly 1,200 years ago, the Turians were invited to join the Citadel Council to fulfill the role of galactic peacekeepers. The Turians have the largest fleet in Citadel space, and they make up the single largest portion of the Council's military forces. As their territory and influence has spread, the Turians have come to rely on the Solarians for military intelligence and the Asari for diplomacy. Despite a somewhat colonial attitude towards the rest of the galaxy, the ruling hierarchy understands they would lose more than they would gain if the other two races were ever removed. Turians come from an autocratic society that values discipline and possesses a strong sense of personal and collective honor. There is lingering animosity between Turians and humans over the First Contact War of 2157, which is known as the Relay 314 incident to the Turians. Officially, however, the two species are allies, and they enjoy civil, if cool, diplomatic relations.
Okay.
Though now extinct, the Rachni once threatened every species in Citadel space. Over 2,000 years ago, explorers foolishly opened a mass relay to a previously unknown system and encountered something never seen before or since. A species of spacefaring insects guided by a hive mind intelligence. Unfortunately, the Rachni were not peaceful, and the galaxy was plunged into a series of conflicts known as the Rachni Wars. Attempts to negotiate were futile, as it was impossible to make contact with the hive queens that guided the race from beneath the surface of their toxic home world. The emergence of the Krogan ended the Rachni Wars. Bred to survive the harshest environments, the Krogan were able to strike at the queens in their lairs and reclaim conquered Council worlds. But when Krogan fleets pressed them back to their homeworld, the Rachni refused to surrender, and the Krogan eradicated them from the galaxy. In the early 2160s, the Alliance began aggressive colonization of worlds in the Skyllian Verge, much to the dismay of the Batarians, who had been developing the region for several decades. In 2171, the Batarians petitioned the Council to declare the Verge a zone of Batarian interest. The Council refused, however, declaring unsettled worlds in the region open to human colonization. In protest, the Batarians closed their Citadel embassy and severed official diplomatic relations with the Council, effectively becoming a rogue state. They instigated a proxy war in the Verge by funneling money and weapons to criminal organizations, urging them to strike at human colonies.
Proxy war in the Verge.
Hostilities peaked with the Skyllian Blitz of 2176, an attack on the human capital of Elysium by Batarian-funded pirates and slavers. In 2178, the Alliance retaliated with a crushing assault on the moon of Torfin, long used as a staging base by Batarian-backed criminals. In the aftermath, the Batarians retreated into their own systems and are now rarely seen in Citadel space. The Geth are a humanoid race of networked AIs. They were created by the Quarians 300 years ago as tools of labor and war. When the Geth showed signs of self-evolution, the Quarians attempted to exterminate them. The Geth won the resulting war. This example has led to legal, systematic repression of artificial intelligences in galactic society. The Geth possess a
Butlerian jihad.
Intelligence. An individual has rudimentary animal instincts, but as their numbers and proximity increase, the apparent intelligence of each individual improves. In groups, they can reason, analyze situations, and use tactics, as well as any organic race. Geth space is located at the trailing end of the Perseus Arm, beyond the lawless Terminus systems. The Perseus Veil, an obscuring dark nebula of opaque gas and dust, lies between their space
the Perseus
and the
Arm,
systems.
beyond the lawless Terminus system. The Perseus Veil. Okay.
The Krogan evolved in a hostile and vicious environment. Until the invention of gunpowder weapons, eaten by predators was still the #1 cause of Krogan fatalities. Afterwards, it was death by gunshot. When the Solarians discovered them, the Krogan were a brutal, primitive species, struggling to survive a self-inflicted nuclear winter. The Solarians culturally uplifted them, teaching them to use and build modern technology, so they could serve as soldiers in the Rachni War. Liberated from the harsh conditions of their homeworld, the quick-breeding Krogan experienced an unprecedented population explosion. They began to colonize nearby worlds. Even though these worlds were already inhabited, the Krogan rebellions lasted nearly a century, only ending when the Turians unleashed the Genophage, a Solarian-developed bioweapon that crushed all Krogan resistance. The Genophage makes only 1 in 1,000 pregnancies viable, and today the Krogan are a slowly dying breed. Understandably,
that's basically the technique that we use to keep
especially the Turians.
That's basically the technique we use to keep screwworms under control.
Driven from their home system by the Geth nearly 3 centuries ago, most Quarians now live aboard the Migrant Fleet, a flotilla of 50,000 vessels ranging in size from passenger shuttles to mobile space stations. Home to 17 million Quarians, the flotilla understandably has scarce resources. Because of this, each Quarian must go on a rite of passage known as the Pilgrimage when they come of age. They leave the fleet and only return once they have found something of value they can bring back to their people. Other species tend to look down on the Quarians for creating the Geth and for the negative impact their fleet has when it enters a system. This has led to many myths and rumors about the Quarians, including the belief that underneath their clothes and breathing masks, they are actually cybernetic creatures, a combination of organic and synthetic parts. The Volus are a member species of the Citadel with their own embassy, but they are also a client race of the Turians. Centuries ago, they were voluntarily absorbed into the hierarchy, effectively trading their mercantile prowess for Turian military protection. Erun, their homeworld, lies far beyond the normal life zone of its star. However, the world has a high-pressure greenhouse atmosphere that traps enough heat to support an ammonia-based biochemistry. As a result, the Volus must wear pressure suits and breathers when dealing with other species, as conventional nitrogen-oxygen air mixtures are poisonous to them, and in the low-pressure atmospheres tolerable to most species, their flesh will actually split open.
I guess that makes sense while they talk like Darth Vader.
Bartering lands and even people to gain status. This culture of exchange inclines them to economic pursuits. It was the Volus who authored the Unified Banking Act, and they continue to monitor and balance the Citadel economy.
The Unified Banking Act? I don't have to learn about that, do I? Oh, there's so much. Let's just stop there. I don't even know what the fuck the non-sapient creatures.
After the Geth secure
Oh, these
location,
fucking things.
They round up and impale dead and living bodies on mechanical spikes. The spikes rapidly transform these victims into withered husks, extracting water and trace minerals, and replacing them with cybernetics. The cybernetics reanimate the lifeless flesh and tissue, transforming the bodies
that
into
doesn't make any
mindless
sense.
killing machines. Some Alliance soldiers
That sounds
refer to
less
the husks
sci-fi and more
spikes
fantasy.
as dragon's teeth, a reference to the mythological berserkers who sprang up from the earth wherever the teeth of the dragon Eris were planted. Dragon's teeth and husks bear little resemblance to other pieces of Geth technology. No one is sure why a synthetic race would bother to drain the minuscule amount of recoverable resources from organic corpses, though the value of reusing them as shock troops is obvious.
I'm familiar with Thresher Maws. I don't need to see that. Alright, well, there you go. There was some alien codex there. Ugh. I hope you understand what I mean when I say lore dumps. The lore burden of a lot of these types of sci-fi properties. Voyager cluster, Columbia system.
Genetic_memory_farms. I kind of think Mass Effect would have made a good movie with all the lore they created. Arachnid soul, it'll be lurking. Have some stuff to do. Dat Dude Vince, Amazon MGM is working on a series, GMF.
Yeah, they are working on that series.
Dat Dude Vince, I had been needing to watch Foundation and you reminded me of it, lol. Genetic_memory_farms, lol, did not know that.
I think I might still have that book. A friend of mine I used to work with let me borrow it, and then layoffs happened, and I never managed to get it back to him. I think I still have that Foundation somewhere on my bookshelf. I don't know anything about the show. I don't know if it was well received or not.
Haunted Taco 12, but it's being worked on by the same people behind today's Fast and Furious. I do not hold high hopes. Dat Dude Vince, lasted 3 seasons.
Fast and Furious.
Haunted Taco 12, yeah. Dat Dude Vince, anywho I'm off to bed.
Hey, thanks for stopping by and hanging out, Vince. I appreciate it. Have a good rest of your night. Have a good rest of your weekend.
Genetic_memory_farms, Yo Shepard, Mass Effect is all about family. Vin Diesel.
I mean, is it the writers or is it the director?
Genetic_memory_farms. Good night, Vince. Haunted Taco 12, both, I think.
What is this?
Haunted Taco 12, I don't have crew, I have family.
I mean, on the one hand, I would trust that unit to be capable of.
Link is the showrunner.
I would trust that crew to be capable of putting together some pretty epic action set pieces.
Haunted Taco 12, but the problem is, those movies are only epic action set pieces.
I don't know if that's a problem. I don't go into a Fast and the Furious movie expecting thespian works of art. You know, you go into Fast and Furious, you go into something that's specifically just going to be action set pieces. I'm willing to give these guys a shot for Mass Effect.
It is when you are moved to a show that will require good writing.
Well, you know, good writing can come from all kinds of sources. Like, that's why, like, I don't really like bagging on writers for movies and stuff, because like there are so many different variables that affects the final product of a script or of a screenplay. And it's not all on the writers that it ends up the way that it is. Like, for something like Fast and the Furious, like, there's any number of producers that could come in and be like, well, I don't really like that you have these characters do that. I don't understand the motivation. Can we have it like this? Can we have a love triangle? Can we do that? Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Get rid of this. This movie seems too smart. Like, this movie seems too smart. Like, that's not our clientele. Like, they're gonna get bored if it's not, something doesn't explode in the first 15 minutes. You know, there's all sorts of stuff like that, and like having
12.
to.
I think sometimes it is justified to point the finger at the writers.
Like,
That dude Vince, this guy show running it wrote episodes of Mindhunter, The Cloverfield Paradox, Chief of War, Star Trek Beyond. I think he's just connected to Justin Lin, who directed some of the Fast movies.
Yeah, like, I never watched Star Trek Beyond. I heard decent things about it. I wasn't a fan of Cloverfield Paradox.
That dude Vince, and Lin directed Beyond. That dude Vince, it was the best of those 3 movies.
That's what I hear too. Which, honestly, a little bit of a low bar. I liked the first one, but Into Darkness was garbage. But, yeah, you never know. I'm willing to give these guys a shot. Like, those Fast and Furious movies, they weren't bad. If you know, if you're into it. Like, if you're buying what they're selling, then you're gonna have fun. If you're not, then it's not a movie that's for you. And that's fine. Not every movie can be for everybody, but like, for people that just like dumb, schlocky action flicks, then I think those movies were really good at doing that. Like, to me, that's the more important part. Like, how good are you at doing your thing? Even if your thing isn't my thing, how good are you at doing your thing? Like, I might not be, well, this isn't true. I am into rom-coms, but I would say, like, I might not be into rom-coms.
Lead writer, who literally said he doesn't need to write because the fans are brain dead and only care about building shacks.
Well, yeah, that's not good. That's not good. Like, he has a misinterpretation on what makes
Haunted Taco 12.
Bethesda games popular. Like, he looks at the community and is like, oh, okay, so these are just like basically cozy game monkeys that occasionally like to do combat, so we don't have to worry about story or anything like that. But anybody that has any level of familiarity with the Bethesda community knows that, like, they're too into the lore. The Bethesda community is too into story, too into lore. It's the only reason why I even entertain Morrowind at all is because, like, there's an incredible amount of, like, thought. Whoa, ease up, bud, ease up. There is an incredible amount of, like, thought put into its lore.
Troglodytes that have no idea how to comprehend complex writing, so why bother is his philosophy.
Well, if he's I don't know what was his position? The lead writer? I don't understand how he got that position. If that's his view on writing in the games. But
Haunted Taco 12, lead writer.
But, like, I can understand if he was, you know, a quest designer, or not even a quest designer, but just like if he, I mean, like, he probably was a quest designer at some point, and then just kind of worked his way into becoming the lead writer then I can understand as like a gameplay developer having that kind of a view on writing. But yeah, it's a misguided view. It's just painted by his own experiences of, oh, I wrote all of these quests and nobody cares about it. It's like, well, maybe the quests you wrote weren't great. Maybe the quests you wrote were a little forgettable. Like when I was playing Cyberpunk the other day, as soon as that quest came up, the, what is it called? I think it's called There's a Light That Doesn't Go Out. Something like that. As soon as that quest popped up, I remembered it immediately from 5 years ago or 6 years ago when I first played it when it launched. Because I was like, oh, this was my favorite quest in this game. Like it's the most, in my opinion, the most impactful quest. So like I recognized it immediately. What's going on here? What's this question mark? Why is there a question mark right here? Oh. Service
Haunted
soldier.
Taco 12. He did start as a quest writer, and he has proven to write decent quests at times, but his writing had just become slop the more time went on. Now, anything well written in Bethesda games wasn't written by him.
Yeah, that sounds right. That's kind of what I assumed. That's kind of what I assumed.
Haunted Taco 12, and he hates that people do not like or agree with his philosophy, so he has no social media.
I mean, honestly, he's probably smarter for that one. Oh, man. I think I may have to call it. Let's go take a peek and see what's going on in here first. Actually, you know what? First, I need to, I do have heavy Krogan armor, but this guy, he's not on board with the heavy armor yet. I can't remember what species. Oh, she's Aquarian. She's got some light armor she can toss on.
Haunted Taco 12, Core Iron.
You've got 13. I'm tossing it all into
Haunted
your
Taco
armor.
12, Core Ian.
There you go. $47? Fucking A. I'm just gonna auto level you.
Haunted Taco 12, the Quarians suck as people, but man are they
Let's see. 32, 35. That's shield 112. Shield
Haunted
49.
Taco 12.
Sucks for
Boobies.
Alright, you're getting this guy. Oh, that looks ugly as fuck. I think he primarily uses the shotgun, right? I think so. Ooh, incendiary rounds. It's a shotgun.
Haunted Taco 12. In the next games their armor becomes far more cosmetic.
Oops. What is she using? I think she's using a sniper rifle too. I don't want that. I'm the sniper here. I'm gonna have you use, what is your thing set up as? Pistols? Not much on pistols either. Guess I'm gonna have you use pistols. Heatsink really kind of sucks. Let's see if we can't do something about that. Plus 30 shield bypass, minus 30% damage. I don't know if I want that trade-off, but shield bypass is pretty nice. Give you that. The other one. I guess I don't have any more heat sink or heat absorption. Okay. Alright, I guess with that I'm gonna end it. EA? What the fuck is this? I don't want your garbage up here, EA. This is what I hear whenever I'm driving. Turby Durden. I just want you guys to know that that's in my head whenever I'm driving that tank around in Mass Effect. Now you know.
No surprise there.
That's the great thing about Turby Durden is like him and Victor Marx. I don't know. Did I talk to you guys about Victor Marx? Like Victor Marx and Turby Durden carry on the tradition of Don Blankenship in the Republican Party to like a hilarious degree. I don't know if I talked about Victor Marx with you guys. Like the craziest thing. I just want the clip. Just give me the clip. I don't want the whole ass interview. Just give me the clip.
Haunted Taco 12. Oh, I've heard much of Victor. He
Your
tarnishes
claim that
such a respectable surname.
Your abusive stepfather forced you to kill a man when you were 7 years old. Is that the only person you've ever
Wait, what
killed?
the fuck? Why is my shit frozen? Why is my shit frozen? What the fuck? He's coming after me. He's coming after me for talking shit about him, I guess. The fuck? All right, well. Don't know why that's acting up.
Haunted Taco 12. They all are.
Your claim that your abusive stepfather forced you to kill a man when you were 7 years old. Is that the only person you've ever killed?
Well, I would say
that pause was a lot longer than that. I don't want the edited pause. I don't want the edited pause. The cutout pause. I want the whole fucking thing.
Victor Marx, thank you for your time.
Great to be with you.
Let me see if I can't. What?
Of the cat.
Carcass of the cat. That your stepfather made you shoot and kill a man when you were 7.
Yep.
I heard more than a decade ago you refer to those claims as unprovables or non-provables.
Yeah.
Your claim that your abusive stepfather forced you to kill a man when you were 7 years old, is that the only person you've ever killed?
He really has to think about it. He's starting to smile. Look at him. He's starting to smile.
I would say as a child, yes.
As a child, yes. Like the pause, him scanning his memory for a long time, the smile that starts to grow on his face, like oh yeah, that's right. There was that time. Wait, do it. And then like he settles on, well, as a kid, I mean, that's the only one I killed as a kid. So the
Haunted
tradition.
Taco 12. When's the last time you killed someone, Devin?
Well, I'd have to say never. Toby Durden. All right, that's it for me tonight. I hope you guys had a good 4th of July. for whatever it's worth to you.
Haunted Taco 12. Dang it.
Thank you for stopping by and hanging out.
Haunted Taco
I appreciate
12.
it.
Now that will be stuck in my head.
What will be stuck in your head? Turby Durden. Rusty Johnson. I think Rusty Johnson. Did they have their primary? I think what happened
Haunted
to Rusty
Taco
Johnson?
12. Turby Durden.
I don't know what happened to old Rusty Johnson.
Haunted Taco 12. Doc A2.
Turby Durden. He ran against Rusty Johnson, right? It was all sorts of weird names in that Montana race. Dusty Johnson. It was Toby Doden and Dusty Johnson and a Larry Roden. That guy, you can't have a Larry. You can't have Toby and Dusty and then have a Larry. All right, anyways, that's it for me. Take it easy, everybody. I'll be back on Tuesday. Hope to see you then. If I don't, take care, and I'll see you when I see you. Later, y'all.